So today, we're diving into a really powerful idea. What if a community could actually build its own AI? I'm not talking about some off-the-shelf tool, but something that really shares its values and is laser-focused on solving its own unique challenges. We're going to look at a model that makes this possible, and crucially, a funding opportunity that's right around the corner that could bring it all together. Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's just start with this. Picture a local social service organization, somebody like the Health Collaborative. Now imagine if they had their very own AI assistant. Not just some generic chatbot, but a tool they built, that they controlled, and that they could trust completely. One that gets their mission, reflects their values, and is built from the ground up to serve their specific community.
You know, this whole thing isn't really about just replacing old systems. It's about fixing a really fundamental human problem. See, the biggest hurdles in our support systems, they're not usually broken processes. It's the gaps in communication, it's burnout, it's mistrust, that interpersonal friction. That's what really stops progress in its tracks.
So the vision here is to create something that feels truly local and trusted. It wouldn't be some big tech company's software. It could be branded something like the Health Collaborative Navigation System, a tool that's completely in line with their mission to help people navigate everything from health and wellness to finding dietary resources.
And this right here, this gets to the absolute core of it, total control. The organization itself gets to load the AI with its own trusted resources, its own processes. They set the safety checks. They call the shots. This is what makes sure the technology is actually serving the community and not the other way around.
And look, this vision isn't just some pie-in-the-sky idea. A system to make it a reality? It already exists. It's called Life Navigation University, or LNU for short, and it's basically the engine that could power this entire thing.
The way LNU works is by weaving together three really essential forces. It uses AI to give personalized support, but, and this is so important, it grounds that technology in real, human connection through peer support, all built on an evidence-based curriculum. It's a system designed from the start to use tech to make us more human, not less.
All right, so let's dig into the specific AI tool that makes this personalization happen. It's called Personos, and it's really built around this human-centered approach.
Personos is basically built to answer all the big worries people have about AI. You're probably thinking, is my data safe? Well, it's privacy first with really strong encryption. Will it be biased? It actually has filters built in to make sure treatment is equitable. And the big one, is it going to replace people? Nope. It's designed specifically to enhance and support human coaching, to make real-life coaches even more effective.
This quote just nails the whole philosophy. The goal here isn't to try and automate compassion. It's to use AI as a tool that can extend the reach of a coach's empathy and their intelligence, letting them support more people and do it more effectively.
But you know, as powerful as the technology is, it's really only half the equation. The real heart of the LNU model, the part that builds that crucial trust, well, that's the people.
At the absolute center of this model, you have peer specialists. And these aren't just trained coaches. These are guides with credible lived experience. They have walked the path themselves. And that brings a level of authentic empathy and genuine understanding that, frankly, no amount of traditional training can ever replicate.
This dynamic is so important. The relationship isn't some top-down expert-to-client hierarchy. It's built on parity, on equality. This creates a flexible, empowering environment. It also means that people who are once getting support can actually become the ones providing it, which opens up real, sustainable employment opportunities right there in the community.
Okay, so we have this powerful model. But the big question is, how does it scale? How do you get this out to more people, especially in underserved or rural communities where resources can be pretty scarce? Well, that's where partnership becomes the catalyst.
And it just so happens that a major opportunity has popped up, thanks to the Centene Foundation. They have a grant program going right now that's focused specifically on funding these kinds of long-term partnerships that can transform community health through education, healthcare access, and social services.
And the alignment here is, well, it's just remarkable. I mean, look at how the Centene Foundation's goals map directly onto the proven outcomes of the LNU model. They're both focused on improving employment, wellness, and even reducing things like recidivism. You couldn't ask for a better fit on paper.
And this isn't just about good intentions. The numbers show a really clear and compelling return on investment. The model shows how every single dollar invested can produce measurable savings for a city, all while directly improving the social determinants of health for individuals. It's a win-win. Okay, but here's the catch. There is a real sense of urgency here. The deadline for this grant is November 28th. That's this Friday. It is an extremely quick turnaround, which means this window of opportunity is closing, and it's closing fast. So, to seize this moment, it's going to require a rapid but also a very measured exploration. It means getting the key players around the table. Life Navigation University, with Steve from Thrive Coaching leading that peer model, the Personos AI technology with Nick, and of course a cornerstone community partner like the Health Collaborative.
When it comes right down to it, this opportunity is about so much more than just a single grant. It's a chance to really explore a future where we use AI not to replace human connection, but to actually strengthen it, building more resilient and empowered communities from the ground up. So the real question we have to ask ourselves is, what becomes possible when we start designing our technology with trust as the #1 goal?